now the sea is his bride. Down he sank in the storm's cold maw, crowned by the dark, by the waves held raw. His scepter a spine of a great white beast, his kingdom the grave where the lost find peace. Bow to the deep where the drowned king reigns, his throne of shell and his cord of chains. He curses the breathers, he howls through the tide, for he once was a king, now the sea is his bride. His voice rides the wind, his hands stir the swell, his rage in the thunder, his sorrow a knell. He watches the ships as they dance on his grave, and longs for the life that the tide never gave. Bow to the deep where the drowned king reigns, his throne of shell and his cord of chains. He curses the breathers, he howls through the tide, for he once was a king, now the sea is his bride. One by one the sailors fall, drawn to the deep by the king's cold call. One by one the breathers fade, swallowed by darkness, by debt repaid. So beware when the sky turns a sickly green, and the waters grow still with a fate unseen. For the drowned king rises with wrath untamed, and the breather's world shall be lost to the same. Bow to the deep where the drowned king reigns, his throne of shell and his cord of chains. He curses the breathers, he howls through the tide, for he once was a king, now the sea is his bride. The fish are his heralds, the sharks bow low, the wrecks are his castles, the currents his woe. Yet he envies the men with their fire and song, for the sea holds him fast where the living belong. Bow to the deep where the drowned king reigns, his throne of shell and his cord of chains. He curses the breathers, he howls through the tide, for he once was a king, now the sea is his bride.